Hi, my name is Ellie and welcome to copywriters, content creators and mediumites. Now today I'm here to talk about why I started a YouTube channel and it's not for the reasons you may think. To be fair, part of the reason I started a YouTube channel was to obviously gain a little bit more exposure on Medium, so more people read my stories. But in all honesty, the real reason I've started a YouTube channel is to get used to speaking again. Now, I live in the Netherlands. You may be able to hear from my accent that I'm actually from the UK, so I'm British. And yeah, I live in a foreign country where sometimes I'm required to speak a different language, and also sometimes conversations can be slightly challenging. Quite honestly, the Dutch are fantastic because they can speak many languages, not just English, but German, French, you name it, they can speak it. However, conversations are quite different here. So sometimes I find what I say getting lost in translation because with my own language we can be quite subtle at times, and we also have a tendency to beat around the bush before we make a point. I've been trained now to not do that as much as I used to because, I've been in the Netherlands quite some time and they're far more direct and to the point. So I've had to adapt slightly. However, it still means sometimes conversations don't flow as easily as what I'm used to in the UK. So therefore, it kind of impacted my confidence to some extent, and I'm not a public speaker. I absolutely and utterly avoid public speaking as much as possible for many reasons. And I'm trying to retrain myself to use my voice not just when I write, but also as God intended by actually opening my mouth and speaking. And as much as I love to sit quietly in a corner sometimes, because quite honestly I'm an introvert, so I could quite happily sit and not speak for quite some time, that's not always healthy. So therefore, I'm just retraining myself to speak. I'm also gaining confidence or building my confidence by doing this and just seeing what happens really, because also my videos, if you've watched any up until this point, you'll probably notice that none of them are edited. I don't add any fancy music, I don't add any fancy text. I possibly could if I was prepared to pay for editing software and spend hours and hours and hours every day editing, but I'm a writer. And that is my main form of communication and my main form of expressing myself and using my voice. So therefore, for these videos, I'm actually doing this, it's one take. Sometimes I have to start again, but all of my videos so far have been just one take. And that's why sometimes I'm stumbling over my words or there's a few pauses. However, I'm trying to also demonstrate that content creation doesn't need to be complicated. Content creation doesn't need to be perfect, because let's face it, life is rarely perfect. And the more I age, the older I get, the more I realise whenever you have an expectation about anything, that's when you become disappointed. So when you approach life with a more open mindset and also just allow things to flow, life somehow gets easier. So therefore, that's part of the reason why I'm not editing my content. And this is basically a no-frills channel. Yes, some of the posh YouTubers or the successful YouTubers are far better at this than I am, but that's okay. I'm not expecting to become a YouTuber. I am a writer, and I am just using this as an additional way to express my voice. And that's it. I don't expect popularity. I don't really expect a following on YouTube. It is just a way of expressing myself. And quite honestly, so far it's kind of fun. And it's very light-hearted and not particularly serious. And yeah, I get to share my thoughts, my opinions, my feelings about writing on Medium. And in the coming weeks, I'll start talking more about copywriting and giving more concrete tips for writers and content creators. So yeah, I'm excited for the coming weeks and months. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I wish you a fabulous day and a wonderful evening, if it's evening where you are, or a fabulous morning, depending on where you are in the world. But namaste, have a fantastic day, keep writing, and love, light, and peace. Bye-bye.